Hi, love bugs. Happy Wednesday. It is your girl, Kayla the Angel, live and in action for this week's Angel Talks Live. Oh my gosh, I'm scared to even look, but the last time we went live was 3 months ago. So this is a bit overdue, but we are here, and I am really happy and grateful to be here talking on live today. And what I want to talk about in today's live, I took some notes. Oop, hold on, let me find the notes. Okay, so this morning I actually did my hair. I woke up early and I finally washed my hair, did a wash and go. Mousse only. I used the Dew Mousse Def. Very good product. Excuse me. And so, though I was able to get my wash day done, I was very proud of myself for that. Oh, sorry, y'all. I got hiccups. Okay, so though I was able to get my hair washed this morning and I was proud of myself of that, I still can't deny the how I even got to doing my hair this morning and what even led me to even doing it, and it truly was because I have been procrastinating it. I procrastinated taking out my braids. I waited too long to do that, and then I was rushing to do it before my grandma's services. And now, even with my natural hair, I feel myself, I want to stop myself from getting into that routine of waiting until the last minute to do the things that I need to do. That's really what it comes down to. Why do I wait till the last minute to do the things that I need to do? Questions that need answers. And we are going to uncover that together. And, even as I'm sitting here reflecting on why do I wait until the last minute to do the things that I need to do, I will wait until I have no more cute, clean clothes. So I'm like, okay, let me do some laundry. I will wait until my hair just like feels dirty and I'm just like, okay, no, it got to come out. And then I'll make it. Then I'll do it. I shouldn't have to wait until necessary to do the things that I need to. I shouldn't have to wait until it's necessary to do the things that I need to do. Because at the end of the day, I know what I need to do. I'm an adult, I'm 26 years old, I'm learning myself and I'm growing with myself, but I know the things that I need to do and that I should be doing, honestly. And it's only, all it does is hurt Kayla at the end of the day. It hurts me to not own up to the things that I decide that I want to do and that I need to do for myself. And so I need to take intentional time in doing the things that I need to. Or, sorry, I need to take intentional time to not wait until the last possible moment to do what's necessary. I do not, I don't want to create a life around waiting to do things, waiting to make a decision, waiting to take that chance on myself. Sometimes it's almost easy to be in the waiting because when you're waiting for yourself to do something or for something to happen, it's just like, okay, well, it hasn't happened yet, so it's okay, we're cool. When it's just like, no, you know what's necessary. Stop waiting to do what's necessary for you. Oh, all right. Well, so that's what this live is going to be about today. But before we get into the nitty gritty of, what I need to work on, let's focus on a little seed of joy. So I'm starting this new, what I want to call it. I guess I'm starting this new content pillar where I am sharing seeds of joy. So if you don't know, and let me go rewind and introduce myself. Hi, love bugs. My name is Kayla the Angel, and I am a joy influencer. And as a joy influencer, I truly want to use my content, use my platform to encourage people to find their joy that is within themselves, or to create the joy that they want to experience. And with the Seeds of Joy content, that is truly me just highlighting little random joyful moments throughout my day. So the first one that I did the other day, I had got a little blind box Hello Kitty plush from CVS. So I opened that up on the camera, and then I recorded one earlier today. They pass out free popsicles at work, and I had one and I ate it, and it was good, and I enjoyed it. It was mango passion fruit, very good, very good. And another joyful moment. So, what you guys see here, this is my junk journal. And with my junk journal, let's see, I started this on August 16th, and I have done 2 spreads so far. So, so in my junk journal, I have some daily affirmations. So, we're just going to read through these affirmations just to get us in the right spirit for today's live. I am beautiful. I am creative. I am courageous. I spread my light and love everywhere I go. I am an artist. I am multifaceted. I attract amazing things to me. I connect with genuine, like-minded people, and I am confident. I really love, especially even for myself, as someone that, really does circulate their content around affirmations and helping to affirm others. I truly just want to make sure y'all know, anytime I share an affirmation or I'm saying an affirmation, as much as I want to inspire joy and truly encourage others, I need those words. I need to hear those words, because even for myself, it's just so easy to get sucked into negative thinking and just not allowing yourself to align with the thoughts that you want to be thinking. It's easy to allow my mind to get clouded by the words and voices and opinions of others, instead of focusing on the truth of who I am and who God made me to be as well. And so, again, with these affirmations, these are a moment for me to just deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, and really just allowing myself the chance to just remember the truth of who I am. I am beautiful. I am creative. I am courageous. I have a light and love that I share everywhere. I am all of these things and more. This is truly only the start. But knowing that with anything that you do in life, whether you are trying to learn a new skill, or whether you're trying to pick up a new hobby, or if you are truly trying to change the way that you think about yourself and truly allow yourself to lean more into positive thinking and affirming yourself, it's all about repetition, it's all about the habits, and it's all about trusting yourself. When I write these words, when I write these affirmations, I have to trust them. Because if I don't, then all they do is stay on the page. But I need these words to come off the page and truly help me. I need these words to come off the page, penetrate my mind, my thoughts, my heart, and help me to show up as the version of who I know I am. And if you're someone interested in truly seeing how the power of affirmations can help you in your life, I definitely encourage you to purchase your copy of the Off the Page Affirmation Guide, available as a digital PDF. And in that guide, you will get access to the 3-step process that I use to help me write affirmations and to truly dive deeper and to curate the affirmations that truly speak to what it is that I need to hear, and to help me confirm the affirmations in my actions and in how I show up in the world. So if y'all are watching this YouTube live or the replay, you can head to the description box and you can visit KaylaTheAngel.com with the link there to go ahead and learn more and purchase. All right, let's do a water break. So this is just some like daily affirmations that I wrote for the spread. And then for my first spread, Okay, so for my first spread, I basically did like a ode to my favorite perfume, which is Viva La Juicy Sucre. I think it's so cute. So again, junk journaling is basically like, I see it as like sustainable scrapbooking. You like will collect different items. You can collect, look, receipts, boxing, packaging, random letters and mail and things like that. Just anything that catches your eye or that you think is cool or looks cute, and then being able to put it into a, this is what they call a junk journal spread, which is simply, I see it as just like a intentional collage, you know? Being able to put together different ideas, colors, shapes, styles, paper types, and making it all work together. All right, so this is the one that I first did. And then the current one that I'm working on today, I am doing a Green Wednesday, Ode to Wednesday. So for this one, let me kind of walk y'all through. So these letters, some were from magazines, some were from little like bags that I got from different places too. This is, I think, from a box of quiche. I saw the box. Because I'm gonna be honest, I have been collecting like items for my junk journal for a little bit now. For honestly, I say probably I have been collecting maybe for like 6 months before I actually started doing the junk journal. So now that I'm finally doing it, I'm like, okay, I got all this stuff that I've been saving. I need to put it in my junk journal. So we have that. This is just some paper, and then my favorite chips for now. My favorite chips right now are the Utz fried dill pickle, and it's funny because I'm normally not like a Ripple. Yeah, I'm normally not a. I was gonna say Ruffles. I'm normally not a Ripples chip girl, but because I love the flavor so much, I can make the Ripples work. So yeah. So this is just like I literally cut open the bag. I cut the Utz bag and then I just took that off. And then I use tape and I use clear liquid glue. So it's nice kind of learning like, okay, there's certain types of paper or materials apply better to the journal with the glue versus the double-sided tape. So yeah, so just being able to learn it. And yeah, so what I'll probably do, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll write down the affirmations that we write from today's YouTube live. Maybe I'll just write a little note to myself. Maybe I'll just fill it up with some other random pictures. Who knows? But I love how the act of junk journaling forces me to one, be creative, and two, not care about the outcome. When it comes to junk journaling, because you're piecing together so many different things, I'm not tied to the outcome. I'm simply tied to the action of creating. Mm. Oh, wow. That's a word. That's a word. Junk journaling makes me tied to the process slash action, not the outcome. Hmm, that's a word right there. I kind of want to just focus, sit a little bit with that. Junk journaling allows me to focus on the process and the action rather than the outcome. And by allowing myself to focus on the process and the action, I can actually allow my creativity to flow into the pages of the journal instead of allowing myself to get defeated by, oh, I won't be able to make it come out the way that I want, so I'm not even going to do it. How often do we stop ourselves from doing something simply because we think we're not going to be able to get the outcome that we want, or to get the result that we want, or to reach the goal that we want, whatever the case may be? And truly understanding everything, it's the journey. And I'm laughing, but like for real, like it's the journey, it's the action, it's the process of doing something. Even with the junk journal, And let's take it to this morning. The process, the action of doing my hair. Let's be honest. Maybe I put off doing my hair because I was like, oh, I want my wash and go to look a certain way. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Your girl got shrinkage. The shrinkage go crazy, but I be feeling like my hair is just like, oh, this it just be shrunken up. It just becomes afro. So I think, if I'm being honest, there's a part of me, and subconsciously, that when I thought about washing my hair, I didn't think about taking care of my hair and cleaning my scalp and getting my hair together. I thought about, oh, well, the wash and go may not turn out the way that I want, so why even wash my hair? I'm gonna just keep putting it off, until I absolutely had to. But again, I'm just allowing myself to reframe the way that I look at doing things. Reframing the way I think about doing things. Less outcome oriented, more action and process oriented. And I truly do think, by allowing myself to think that way, that will help me to be more successful and more productive as well. Mm. So even as I'm sitting here now, I'm like, okay, so what are the things that I'm seeing? I need to see washing my hair as a form of love and care and overall hygiene. Like, come on, Kayla. You know, I be going to my Zumba class every Tuesday too. So especially with that, like, I gotta have a process. I gotta have a routine with keeping my hair healthy. Shrinkage is a sign of hair health as well. So I shouldn't look at the shrinkage as, oh, the style won't be able to come out the way that I want. No, I have beautiful, healthy shrink hair. I have beautiful coils. I actually was able to get some good definition this morning too from the wash and go. And again, it's those little things that I have to allow myself to focus on. And I want to correct myself. It's not even the little things. It's about the things that I'm able to do in the process, regardless of the outcome. Because regardless of how my hair turned out, I was able to shampoo, condition, detangle, and moisturize my hair. That's a win. That's a win in itself. And really looking at the journey and the process of doing something as already winning. Mm. By starting the journey, by starting the process, you're already winning. There is no end trophy. You are the trophy. Mm. I am the trophy. I don't need to spend so much time thinking about the implications of, oh, if I do this, then this will happen. I need to think about the if then. It's just what to do. I just gotta do, y'all. I gotta show up. So I know I'm talking a lot about like my self care and just overall health, but hey, that's important because I know if I'm not good, if I'm not feeling good, looking good, I can't do good, and I'm gonna be honest, and that's real. But look good, feel good, even still, the process of being able to wash my hair, the process of being able to apply my skincare, the process of doing my makeup some days, the process of taking care of myself. What a blessing it is to be able to take care of myself. Mm. think that's really the reframing. How do I affirm that I need to take care of myself? And I think it's really focusing, even when I think now, my grandma, she passed away in August, and she had battled 5 years with dementia. And so I physically saw the decline to where there was a time where she was a fully functioning adult living on her own, taking care of us grandkids. And then slowly over time, I started to see, okay, she wasn't able to do her hair herself, so we would do her hair. All right, she wasn't able to cook anymore, so everyone would make sure that we cooked for her and made her a plate. She wasn't able to drive anymore, so we're then driving her and getting her to where she needs to be. And then she reached a point to where she couldn't even, bathe herself, shower herself, use the bathroom by herself. And I thank God, one, that I was able to show love and care to my grandmother in that way, especially in her last, few years. But that same, how I was able to be so patient and loving with my grandmother and caring for her, I have to show that same love and care to myself. And maybe you're watching, and maybe you're someone who has always been almost like that natural caretaker and always there for others and helping people. Yet, maybe you're like me, and it's easy for you to position yourself to help others, but when it's time for you to do something for yourself, you push it to the back burner. Oh, it's not that important. As long as I do A, B, C, D, E, F, don't matter. But if it's in your mind and if it's in its heart, in your heart, it does matter to you. And you shouldn't deny yourself of a level of care and love that you deserve. Mm. Stop denying yourself of the love and care you deserve. I know it's easy, especially in this day and age, and everybody always talking about self care and everything. But like literally, even just in any other way, and just for me to be honest with y'all. So as you know, I do have the digital version of the off the page affirmation guide, and I'm very happy and grateful with it. It was a process in getting that created, but I first have published that in, I believe, end of November or beginning of December of last year, 2024. And so now it's almost coming up on a year, and I have made sales, and I'm very grateful for that. But I also know that the value that I know is in that guide, and how much I want to share it and get it into so many hands and hearts of others, it hasn't made that deep of an impact. And even with that, I know one thing that will most likely help and continue to elevate myself in that way, or just the product in that way, is by creating a physical version. Shoot, even for myself, as though I have the digital guide, for me, when I'm writing my affirmations, I have my journal. I'm, writing out the first step, I'm writing out second step, third step, all the different things. And though of course in the digital guide I do prompt you to have your own journal, have a writing tool that you like to write with, and everything like that too, I can just sit here and just, though I'm not trying to focus too much on the outcome, I know that for someone to have that physical journal to truly help themselves get off the page of their journal and into showing up in real life as the version of themselves that they want to be, I know how impactful having that physical off the page affirmation guide, the off the page journal, essentially, it's going to be an affirmation journal. Um, wow, it's going to be off the page affirmation journal. See, even that, just thinking about that, that's exciting. And that's something that I want to accomplish. That's something that I truly care to do for myself. And I know that that is me taking care of myself in the business sense, in the creator, in the creative sense, you know? By allowing my ideas and thoughts to be nurtured and be invested in. That is me taking care of my entrepreneurial side. And nurture that idea. And so right now, the idea has just been kind of like floating around in my head. It's just been floating around in my head, but it's not. It doesn't have anywhere to land because I have not given the idea. It's simply just a seed. I have not allowed the idea to truly take root. And the only way it takes root is by me putting physical action into make it, excuse me, the physical guide come to life. I've done the different Google searches and things like that. And actually, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I haven't done any planning. I have an idea of what I would want like the actual journal pages to look like. I simply would take the guide and I would want it to have like, you know, the first couple pages of the guide and all of the steps in the first part, and then having select affirmation entry where you're able to write your so basically there's so where you're able to write all the 3 steps out and truly have a place to document the transformation that affirmations will have for you. And so again, these are things that I have thought about and that I can allow myself to truly dream about. And I guess is now is just how do I allow that to take form, to take root, so that it can become something real. And I think with that, it definitely is just going to be, you know, intentional research. I have to really like this is a product. I have to get an idea of okay, how much am I will I need to invest in this? Is that something I can do right now? Do I need to save up for that? Do I need to maybe set up pre-orders so that way I can, you know, garner the investment and then order them? Am I gonna do it through like a big manufacturer? That way I don't even have to touch the books. Or do I want to handle the printing and the actual creation of the journals? And then I'm, you know, I'm the one selling them and shipping them and whatever the case may be. Those are things that I have to think about. And by allowing myself to not just think about it, not just ruminate on it, but to truly put intentional action behind it. If I'm sitting here, there's no reason. And I gotta see exactly. Let me see, y'all. I'm trying to see when. Actually, no, I can probably see in the journal. I'm trying to see when I created the or not when I created, when it launched. Okay, so the launch party. Let's see. All right, here's sorry, my bad. Let me just go. Let's check it out because it wasn't too long ago. Okay, the launch party was. Oh my gosh. November 19th. Okay. November. Y'all, so November 19th, that was when I launched the off the page affirmation guide. And as I'm sitting here now on Wednesday, September 24th, as long as I feel like if financially, like, it's not too big of a lift, I don't see why I can't have the physical version, the off the page affirmation journal ready to start selling a year after creating the guide, you know? Sorry, y'all. Off the page affirmation journal. Like, there's no reason why I cannot start actively. I will have the book. I would have done the samples and everything, and I have it. November 19th. I'm like, why not? Why not? And I think especially, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. You know, the affirmation guide has been purchased. It's like I know people have bought it, so that's already disproven me about it. You know, I don't know. Is it the am I feel like part of me is scared that I make this investment into myself, but then it doesn't get an initial response. But that's me focusing too much on the outcome instead of the process. I know that this process of creating the off the page affirmation journal will, one, show and teach me the true process of getting something from, creation to it being real. I also know that by starting the process of creating the journal, this will allow me a tangible element to be able to market with. That's gonna be cool. I see that as opening up ways for me to be able to find new avenues to actively sell. When it comes to the digital guide, I do often feel like I'm only limited to being able to sell it through online means. Um, but by having the physical version, by having a physical journal, I envision myself, hosting events where I have a table where you're able to buy a coffee right then and there. I could see, affirmation workshops where maybe I will print out, or maybe I'll create like I don't know, like just printable version of the guide, no journal, just so then you have that to work from. I truly know and believe that affirmations are something that I'm meant to be sharing with people. I truly trust and believe that I am an income producing content creator. And I truly trust and believe that I can trust myself in the process of doing what I need to make the things that I want to come true. It's not going to be easy. It never is, but it's going to be worth it. Starting the process of creating the physical off the page affirmation journal will help me being intentional with the things I need and want to do to take care of myself. This is me taking care of entrepreneurial Kayla. This is me truly, again, investing in my ideas, my thoughts, my business, my brand. I know that this is a door that will open a lot of different things for me. And I know that in order for the door to open, I gotta bust it down. So in order for doors to open, I have to start moving. The door, I have to open it. The door can't open if I'm still here. Yeah, I got all these thoughts, I got all these ideas, but then I'm here. I'm stuck. I'm not doing nothing. No, Kayla. I got a little mirror here, so I kind of keep looking at myself with this. But, like, for real, it's time for me to take care of myself by nurturing myself, nurturing my body, nurturing my heart, and nurturing my mind. So I think this is definitely a great segue. Ooh, sorry, y'all. into writing out our affirmations for today. So I'm gonna go a little quiet and take some time to write out the affirmations that I perceive we need to hear after this conversation. All right, love bugs. Well, I'm currently a little nonverbal right now. I'm writing out some affirmations for us from today's Angel Talks Live. Yeah, and so right now, just to reiterate, I perceive a need to be intentional with the things I need and want to do to take care of myself. Taking care of myself in the literal basic sense of making sure I'm eating, making sure I'm showering, washing my hair, while also taking care of myself by investing and nurturing my business ideas and my wants and desires that I have for myself as well too. I can have all the things that I want, but I know that I can only be Kayla. I can only be Kayla. And I have to learn what I'm continuously learning what Kayla is capable of, what she is not. Learning to be patient with myself, learning to be a little hard on myself at times too, where it's like, all right, girl, you gotta get up. It's time for you to get up, man. Y'all, sorry, this is me kind of going off. This morning, I could have had a little bit more time to do my hair, but that 6:30 a.m. alarm went off, and I did Zumba yesterday. Forget about it. I was like, ugh. And then 6:30 I snoozed, and then it was like 6:35, and I was like, ugh. Then I snoozed it again. I set another 5 minute timer, and then after no, I think I didn't set the 5 minutes. I was like, well, I have a 6:45, so I'll just wait till that one. 6:45 alarm went off, and I was like, ugh. And then when I finally got up, because I did have to pee, it was just like I felt all soreness in my feet, my legs, even my arms. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to wash my hair. Oh, but I did it. Even though, even with that, did I do it exactly as I intended it to? No. But I did it, and during the process, as soon as my hair got under that water, I was just like, literally, like, it was just like, oh, that sigh of relief, y'all. It feels good to take care of yourself. It's just hard to get to the point of taking care of yourself. Let's see. F4. I'm gonna do one more because when I wrote, I'm not really feeling too much. But again, that's just me being a little too hard on myself, and that's okay. All right, love bugs. Thank y'all for your patience during my nonverbal segment. Again, it's your girl Kayla the Angel, and I'm so happy and grateful I decided to come here for YouTube Live. Again, it has been 3 months since I've been live, so I'm excited. This is the first of many consistently scheduled YouTube Lives. I feel comfortable. I think, not I think, I feel comfortable committing myself to Wednesday nights, Angel Talks Live. And then I would love to maybe try to do one other day, but again, I have to be realistic with myself. I know what I can commit to, and I can commit to that. So I think we are gonna do that. So, love bugs, again, thank y'all for joining me on this live. And what we're gonna do now before we head off is I'm going to share with you all some affirmations that I wrote from this conversation. And again, the inspiration to these affirmations was the perception that I need to be intentional with the things I need and want to do to take care of myself. All right, love bugs, let's get into today's affirmations. I nurture my mind, body, and heart. I'm gonna say it twice because I need it. I nurture my mind, body, and heart. I take care of myself by investing time and energy. I take care of myself by investing time and energy. I enjoy caring for myself. I enjoy caring for myself. My mind is a safe place for ideas to blossom. My mind is a safe place for ideas to blossom. And the process of doing something means more than the outcome. The process of doing something means more than the outcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love bugs, I'm so happy and grateful I decided to come here on live. Again, the outcome is I want to be monetized on YouTube with 10,000 followers and impacting so many people. But I enjoy the process of allowing myself to get comfortable in front of the camera. I enjoy the process of scheduling a live and staying to it. That means I'm able to trust myself in the things that I say that I'm going to do. And I'm grateful in the way that these Angel Talks Live allow me a chance to just gain deeper understanding of myself. You know, again, it's easy to get so wrapped up in your mind and your thoughts. Sometimes you do got to talk it out, you know, and even as I'm talking it out, I'm taking notes about myself. But either way, I'm very grateful that this YouTube Live is a catalyst for great, great things to come. I'm so happy and grateful I showed up today. I'm so happy and grateful I am an income producing content creator. I'm so happy and grateful I have 320 subscribers, people who care to listen to the things I have to say. And I'm so happy and grateful every day I get to confirm that I am a joy influencer. All right, love bugs, I'm going to sign off, and I hope y'all have a great night.